I want to talk to you a little bit today about betrayal. Betrayal is definitely one of the most painful experiences in relationships that we can go through because it violates trust. Trust is not something that's just given away freely, except in certain situations and relationships where trust is expected. In nursing, I would say that there is an inherent, or there was an inherent trust. Trust that our unions and our regulatory bodies that represent us are acting in our best interest. Trust that they would stand up for us and with us, each and every one of us, and defend us as well. I mean, I remember back when I was in the early days of my nursing and learning that you could be working with addiction as a nurse and the union would protect you in your job. Okay? So when the public health orders rolled out and required our unions and our regulatory bodies and our employers to enforce a mandate that reeks of unethical and immoral conduct, and they dutifully followed without standing up for the nurses that were being railroaded, abused, and then tossed out like yesterday's garbage, this was a significant betrayal of trust. Betrayal can lead to high levels of anxiety, depression, anger, shame, humiliation, and can create significant trauma responses in the body. These are not symptoms that are just easily remedied. Betrayal creates wounds that need healing. Institutional betrayal surfaced in my reading last night and explains that this type of betrayal occurs when an institution causes harm by either action or inaction to an individual who trusts or depends on that institution. The institutional betrayal by the organizations that we rely on as healthcare professionals has effectively revealed to us that the reputation of the system, of the healthcare system, and those that are in leadership and those that are in power is more important than the basic human dignity of the individuals that it represents. This is a result of the symptoms of shame and complicity that pervade our healthcare system and have led to a control and fear being used as management tools and throwing out the very ethical and moral standards that we strive to uphold and zero accountability. The outcome of all of that: pain, suffering, and devastation across the board. How will we ever recover from this betrayal in a cowardly system that lacks accountability? And for those that will be faced with someday returning to a job in the system that has so grossly betrayed them and created such pain and suffering, what will that cost to them to return to an environment that has shattered their trust and created an even more unsafe condition for them to work in, as if it wasn't bad enough before?